Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. Wanted to make this video on the magical question everybody's asking is, will the stock market crash in 2020? If you've been following us, for any period of time or any of our videos, you'll see we don't go off of hype or speculation. We show you guys the charts, right? So I'm going to start off, by saying I don't know what the stock market's going to do. I'm going to keep showing you guys charts. And what I want to show you guys is just kind of what the charts are doing now, what's happening, and then go back a couple months ago and show you guys. We've been basically showing people that this stuff is coming. And if you're, paying attention, again, sometimes timing is off. You might be off by a month or two, but the charts do not lie. And we've been trying to tell people this for a long time now, for those, that say, hey, the stock market's just going to go up forever and buy the dips and all of these things. You've been hearing lots of that stuff, right? Lately with the coronavirus, should I buy stocks now? I'm going to buy the dip, all of that stuff. But the problem is many of these people that are doing that stuff don't wait for reversals to happen, and then they keep losing money. And that's why, there's a saying in the industry, don't catch a falling knife, right? So when price is drastically falling, and you think that's a dip buy, and you don't look for or see the reversals, then you're catching a fallen knife that can keep falling. So I'm going to show you guys some charts, and I'm going to point you guys to some references to learn more if you want to stay informed. So this is the current chart of the SPY right now that tracks the overall market. I'm going to go back for a couple moments and show you guys some previous videos we did to show you kind of, how I've been keeping you informed. I'll put you to some references that you can watch those if you want to watch them more in depth. And then I'll explain the charts now and what to look for moving forward. So first off, if you look on our video here, we did a video back in December 23rd, 2019, talking about, the market being very overextended and, to be very aware of things going into 2020. There was several videos. There's about 4 videos we made in there, and I'll point you to those videos you can watch. Again, this is one of the main ones. What do the stock charts look for in 2020? You'll hear me say, things in the video like JP Morgan on, November 27th, they were talking about, they were nervous, about buying stocks in 2020. And then 2 weeks later, they said, buy stocks in 2020 and short gold. Well, if anybody's been watching the charts weekly or lately, it's March, the stock market's completely tanking and gold skyrocketed. So there's a problem here, right? I warned everybody about this, and I said in the videos, I said, could the stock market still keep going up? Sure, absolutely. Hold on one second. Not sure why this is kind of refreshed on me here. So I said, could the stock market keep going up? Absolutely. That's where proper risk management comes in. The market can still go up. You can give up some extra profits, but if you're not prepared and not being aware of things like election years and things that are going on, you have to be aware of that kind of stuff. So, I showed in that video right here. Let me pause the video and I'll get to that spot again. All right, so we're back here. You can see back here, it was right around, I don't know when the date was here, maybe going into December or January, like right when I made that video, right? You'll see the price of the SPY was $323. And I was saying, guys, be aware of this lower trend line. If price can't hold here, watch these moving average lines and these trend lines below. Price might want to fall back down to these levels because price action was very overextended, right? So what happened was, obviously, over the past few months, price went up, and then, it started to pull back a lot, drastically. Sorry, my screen keeps moving up and down. I don't know why it keeps doing this. I got to get that fixed. So it moved from 321. Now let's go and take a look at the chart. And now we're down to $257. Massive drop. So that was probably back right around somewhere in here. So like I was saying in the videos, could it still go up? Absolutely. Again, you have to determine your trading or your investment style. So it did go up. You have to be aware of candlesticks. Again, you can't predict necessarily what's going to happen right away. That's where you have to follow these charts and be careful, guys, of news and hype, right? When somebody tells you the stock market is at all-time highs and it's great and it's going to go up forever, be very careful. When somebody tells you as price is crashing down like this, there was a ton of people that bought the dip right here, right? So they bought the dip as price is still falling, right? So now, hey, great, it's falling, you bought the dip. Maybe you'll hear the whole thing, people saying, hey, the stock market's going to go up. It keeps going up. Don't worry about it. This is something to worry about, right? The stock market just doesn't fall like this and just magically go back up here overnight. Unless something crazy happens, which is possible, some crazy economic stimulus or some of that stuff, might prop I'm not saying it can't drastically go up, but something extreme has to happen to make this magically go back up very quickly again. When markets fall like this, typically they might take years. It's possible. It's very possible it might take years for this to recover, to get back up here again. Remember 2000 and 2008 did happen. So I want to, again, people got to realize that are following us, we're not trying to be fear mongers. We're not trying to do any of that. Remember, we are a trading service. We benefit with the stock market as our company going up. So like when the stock market goes up, that helps our company, so we don't want the market to tank and drop like this, but you can make money, when the markets fall like this. We teach ways to make money as the market goes up and as it's falling. And the skill sets that we teach you is we teach you how to read these charts so you can help prepare yourself in other areas. So if you're not a trader and you want to know about your 401k and how to prepare for it, we're not going to teach you how to do mutual funds, but we'll teach you how to read stock charts so you can take these charts and have some knowledge and then go to your financial advisor and say, hey, I'm worried because let's say the markets were overextended over here. Should I be risky at these times? Or, hey, as the market's falling, should I start investing again? Again, it's learning these things. So again, we're not financial advisors telling you where to invest. We're teaching you the skill set to learn these charts. So I'm saying all this because we're warning everybody that this stuff was coming, or potentially coming, or things to look for and watch out. So now, again, you're hearing things, with the coronavirus, you're hearing things like economic stimulus and lower tax rates and those things. Those things may help the stock market to go back up. But you have to also remember, the stock market is falling, they're telling us, because of the coronavirus. So if it's falling because of the coronavirus, I'm sure people would probably, it just would make sense, would feel most comfortable investing again when they find a cure, right? So these other things might be stopping the bleeding, but why are they talking about, tax cuts and those things, and the stock market keeps falling, right? So you would think people are probably, afraid or panicking, and they want a cure, not necessarily a tax cut. Again, this has nothing to do political, whether you like the president or dislike a president. We're just showing you the charts and seeing these things, right? Just being aware of these things when you're, it's easy to fall into hype and speculation on both sides of things. So this is the SPY right now on a daily chart. It's failing all these moving average lines here, and they're all pointing downwards. This is not a good sign. So on a daily, it's tanking right now. On a weekly chart, if you look at a weekly, it's right down at that black line, which is the 200 simple moving average line. That is a big deal. If it closes the week below this level, that's not a good sign. So you can see all of this is resistance. We showed you the stuff back here, people following us, to be aware price is getting overextended. So I was showing you a daily chart. Now we're going to a weekly. When price is way far away from these moving average lines, you have to be aware that they might want to pull back or pull back hard. That's why you'll see in the videos I showed you, I was showing you these weekly and monthly charts and what to look out for. If it closes still below this 200 on the weekly, now you have to go to a monthly chart, right? Keep going bigger time frames. Where are we at on a monthly? Well, these are trend lines right here. It's right at a very critical support level. If you're bullish on the market, you want the market to keep going up, you need to see this area hold. You need to see buyers come in, push price up, and keep going up again. Don't listen to hype or speculation. Look at these charts. If price starts failing here, if it fails that green line, now you got to look at this lower trend line down over here. And then you have that 200 simple moving average way down here. Again, I explain all what I'm talking about, the moving average lines and stuff like this in our other videos. You can see my moving average lines over here. But if you're just brand new, basic learning, and you're like, I don't even care about trading, I just want to know about how to read a chart and talk to my financial advisor, here's some basics, right? So here's some basics to look at. We give you the videos to help you learn. But again, we're super fans. I say it over and over. We're super big fans of financial advisors, but you have to make sure your financial advisor knows how to read this chart to determine where you should be with your current investment strategies. Do not listen to people just say, hey, just buy right now. It's going to go back up again. If they can't read this chart and they're telling you to buy, that's a big problem. They should say, hey, you know what? Maybe, depending, it could be late for some people. Maybe they were risky and now they took a big fall. But, if you caught things, you can say, hey, your financial advisor should say, you know what? Maybe you potentially, again, I'm saying potentially, you have to look at this stuff. Maybe you want to start buying again when you see reversals off these moving average line support lines and price going up. Right now, as it's falling, it could change later this afternoon or tomorrow. We have to watch the charts. It's not showing buying signs, right? So this is monthly. So if they're telling you to buy right now and price starts filling these lines, you might buy up here and it could keep falling down here. I don't know what it's going to do. I'm not a magician. I can't predict the future. That's why I watch these charts. You want to see buying come in, price hold these areas and push back up. Right now, it's not showing buying signs. But you'll still hear people saying, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Where is the dip? There is no dip on this monthly chart. And there was people last week, I was hearing that were buying the dip over here. Well, they're buying the dip over here and look at it's all the way down here. That's not a dip, right? So that's where you got to be very careful, when learning this stuff. Be aware. Again, we teach you in those videos. I'll put some resource videos below to help show you guys, where to go from here to, read more about this or to learn more, watch the videos. So again, here's one of the videos here. There was another post we did a couple weeks ago. Will the coronavirus crash the stock market in 2020? Right? You'll see here when I put this video in here.
Hey, friend.
Right here, I was showing people right in here, it's a little bit fuzzy, but it was $292. I was $292 at the SPY, right? I was telling people what to look for. I was saying, watch out here. A price could continue to fall down on the weekly to that black level, right? Support levels down here, resistance levels up here. Where's that black line? $260.
Solution here with the bullish
so
bears
if you
team.
look at, going back to what I was just showing you guys, let's go back over to here. Where is price at today? It's at $257. It's below that line. I'm not a magician, right? I can't predict the future or whatever, a psychic. I look at charts. The charts don't lie. So when people tell you don't worry about charts and yada yada, it's a bunch of baloney. Charts do not lie. You can learn these things and it helps you to gauge. They're not foolproof, but they're a much better accurate estimate of things rather than just people telling you, oh, don't worry, the market's going to go up or the market is going to do whatever. You look at the charts, right? So that was a video we did, again, kind of a couple months later. So we were warning people back in December, and it basically did what we were insinuating. Again, we're not financial advisors. We were just giving you things to look out for, prepare for, things like that. If it's too late or you've taken a big drop, now you got to watch for reversals, talk to your financial advisor, see what's best for you, but learn the charts so you can prepare moving forward. It's best not to panic. It's best to understand what's going on. So you can see again, a couple months, this was a couple weeks ago, March 1st, I think I made this video, and like I said, it went from 292. Now it's down to 257, right? Back then people were saying, don't worry about it. It's going to go back up. And then it's now down here to this black line. Could it keep going up? Maybe. We got to watch and see if the buying's going to come in. Another thing that happened too today was Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin took a massive hit. It's down to, $6,000. You can say, well, nobody saw that coming and yet blah, 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 right? All that stuff, right? You can't picture this, all the, again, buy Bitcoin, it's the future and yada, yada. If it's a future and the stock market's tanking, and all of that, why is Bitcoin tanking? Well, Bitcoin obeys charts just like everything else. And just to show you guys here, we were showing this back in our video over here, how to make money with Bitcoin. You'll see I have that right over here under our Bitcoin course over bullishbears.com. Again, we have no hate against Bitcoin. We're traders. We teach you how to trade and learn stock charts, right? So stock charts apply to pretty much everything in the market. And you'll see when I play this video, let's see here, let's go back. team doing anything with Bitcoin. We are not if any other, but just very. All right, so I thought I had paused the video, but I kept it going. So anyways, you'll see right back here. Look at this. We made this video back here. Bitcoin very dangerous at $12,500, right? And that was back in, what was that? June or July of 2019, right? So that was June or July 2019. I was warning. I was breaking down. This whole video tells you what to look for, all this good stuff. And now you go to
point
here.
blank. We aren't
today. Go over to Bitcoin, and it's at $6,100, right? Again, I'm not a magician. I'm not a psychic. I learn stock charts. When you learn stock charts, and we teach stock charts, and you can learn this stuff, then you could apply it to other areas of your investment and trading styles. So I put all this together again. So if you're asking, will the stock market crash in 2020? I don't know. All I know is, the SPY right now, it's failing the 200 on the weekly. Now it's got all of this resistance above here. The stock market doesn't just magically go up. You have to see price action go up. And right now you have massive red candlesticks down. You need to see this area of support hold. If these lines do not hold, now look at this level down here. You would have to watch for this 220 area. And then God forbid, I was saying in my other videos, you don't want to see price fall to that black line. I was warning people of this. I'm not saying it's going to go down there. I don't know what's going to happen. I just know you have to watch these charts. If support doesn't hold, that's going to be a big problem. So you need to see buying coming in. Stop listening to hype. Stop listening to anything going on. Look and learn the charts. Again, I'll put the videos below if you want to learn more. I kind of wanted to make kind of a somewhat quicker video to kind of keep you informed moving forward, so you can kind of be aware of the process. So again, we'll put some resources below. If you don't know who we are, we're the Bullish Bears. We are a trading community. We're always trying to help people and teach and give back and teach people these skill sets. Even if you don't join us and come join our trading community, we just hope we can help you learn this stuff so you have this information. Again, we have free courses. So if you want to learn the stock market, you can come and take our courses for free and learn. We'll put the links below. But again, if this video helped you in any way, we greatly appreciate it if you share it out to your friends and family. Just kind of help keep them informed. Feel free to, we greatly appreciate it if you like it. Again, share the video, post any comments or questions below, and make sure to subscribe to our channel, because we always do our best to keep people informed, and we'll keep making these videos moving forward. So again, also take a look below. We'll put the resources to those other videos and articles if you want to spend the time to really learn the stuff. It's very important. Again, there's so much uncertainty in this world right now, but learning the charts will really help you to stay informed. It takes some time, right? So it'll take some time and investment to really invest in yourself to learn this stuff. But, I hate to say it, but, a lot of financial advisors don't know this stuff. And then they tell you, don't worry, the market's going to go back up, when that could hurt your investment, really hurt your investment portfolio. So if you can learn this stuff yourself and then match yourself up with a financial advisor that could read these charts and put you into the right, asset classes for investing, that's very important. And if you're a trader and, you want to make money in this, there's ways that we will teach you to make money as the market's drastically falling. So this is, again, skill sets you can learn to kind of prepare long-term with your investments. And then intermediate term, there's tons of ways. There's lots of money to be made when the market drops like this. And that's what we'll teach you in our community if you want to learn more. So hopefully this video helped you. Stay safe out there with trading and investing, and we'll see you in our community. Enjoy.